Friday Night Frenzy on News 18. Sports from where you live.
Now, I know that halftime performance was entertaining, but these next games will definitely take the cake. Thank you so much for joining us, and welcome back to the second half of our Friday Night Frenzy. We are 4 games down. That means we got 4 more to go. And trust me when I say this, you won't want to miss these next highlights. So let's jump right into the action now, shall we? Tipping off at Logansport High School, the Berries hosted the Indians from Twin Lakes in a tighter-knit contest than your grandmother's knitting class. Off the start, Logansport's main guy, Carson Dubes, kicks it out to Isaac Mock to get the Berries going early. But great defense from Twin Lakes and a clutch steal from Jackson Fry would make it rain in the gym. Indians' Oliver Wright making it splash from deep, but he was also getting down and dirty in the paint as well with this offensive rebound and big-time layup. And even Jamison Owsley followed those plays with a jumper in the paint to put the Indians up 9 at half. But just when things seemed out of reach, the Berries made a comeback of their own with a 19-6 run in the third led by Dubes. Berries would end up running away with the game and win 57-54. Now, Monon was playing host to Battle of the Norths tonight as North Newton Spartans traveled into hostile territory to face the North White Vikings. And the Vikings fans are definitely ready for the battle with the Spartans. Starting off the first quarter for North Newton, a little court vision from number 4 Evan Gagnon leads a score from number 23 Michael Levy. And just like that, Spartans are off to an early lead. But on the other end of the floor now, North White's Eli Stern says, "You can score 2, but I can one-up you," splashing home the 3-ball and getting the scoring started for the Vikings. And this game is heating up quickly. Ball back in the hands of the Spartans now as Levi Church responding with a 3-ball of his own. And we have a good old-fashioned shootout in Monon. Coming back down the floor for the Vikings, heads-up play from Dane Hood will lead to a smooth jumper from Lucas Smith, and the Vikings will hang around. North Newton would ultimately prove too much to handle tonight, though, as they eventually pull away with a 45-30 win, improving to 8-7 on the season. Now, those games were so much fun to watch, and we are 2 games down, but we only have 2 more left on our Friday Night Frenzy for this week. But trust me when I say this, these games were just as entertaining. Sports 18's Maddie Dario is back on the road, traveling to Clinton County to bring us all the highlights from her 2 matchups tonight. Maddie, I know where you went tonight is no Mackey Arena, but did you still have fun at your games? I mean, after all, it is Indiana basketball, so it couldn't have been that different, right?
Honestly, you're not wrong. I mean, I have to say Frankfurt's Arena might be a close second to Mackey, so there's really no complaining here. And both games I went to tonight were high intensity and competitive. I saw a ton of hustle plays from all 4 teams, and sometimes those are the plays that are going to win you the games. All right, let's get into the action, starting with Benton Central taking on Frankfurt. This game between the Bison and the Hot Dogs was intense right from the jump. Frankfurt getting on the board early, setting the tone with this 3 from Alex Farley. And remember that name, you're going to hear it again. You could tell the Dogs were hungry for a win tonight, and hustle plays like this one are exactly what get you there. Kai Kirby and Farley both did an excellent job of recovering this one for Frankfurt. Benton Central went scoreless for half of the first quarter, but then Joe Widmer finds his groove outside the arc, draining a 3, getting his team on the board, and look at that, splash. Benton Central sends the ball in, but here comes Farley once again, keeping the ball in play, and it's a quick pass to Seth Plummer, who finishes the job. Frankfurt comes out with the dub, 62-51. Now let's head over to the Gopher Dome for a crazy matchup between Clinton Prairie and Eastern. And this is what both of these teams were, locked in. Keeping it within no more than 4 points in the third, this was anyone's game. Just like Frankfurt, Eastern's pace of play was insane. I almost had a hard time following the ball. The Comets hit about the pass with a layup to finish the job. But no points went unanswered tonight, and Clinton Prairie's Lane Horthatcher picked up the phone with this. Prairie down by 1 now. Every possession in this game counts, and the Gophers are hungry for the lead. Jackson Carefoot pulls up and splashes a 3. The Gophers are ahead now. But this game came down to the very wire, going back and forth the whole second half. Eastern Comets run away with this one by 1 point, 63-62.
Well, thank you so much, Maddie. I just love how much you love Indiana basketball now. It's definitely different here in this state. And just like that, the high school hoops portion of the show has ended, but we still have plenty to talk about after the break. Coming up, you'll hear about the upcoming Purdue women's basketball game and see scores from around the area of games that we couldn't exactly get to tonight. That's all next in sports.